now I'm going to look into a theme. It's very interesting for me. Super events. Super events are events organized between people somewhere on the planet. They can last for anything from short moments to hours, days, weeks, months, years, decades, maybe even centuries. All possibilities exist of how many people, what kind of time and place, and what kind of ways it can play out. It can take place by collecting people with similar interests. There can be a beneficial atmosphere, plenty of time, and also things like food, drink, accommodations. There will be conditions where it's possible for you to elaborate your view as precisely as you want in order to really be heard and in order then to be able to go deeper. Here, continuous conversations can take place, and among the participants there can also be large screens where it is possible to show to the assembly many kinds of data points which have been prepared, kind of like a PowerPoint presentation. There can be large information bits, smaller, of various interest for the whole group, and the talk and the exploration of these subjects can take place in such a way that we keep going deeper and deeper and deeper into the subject matter, in such a way that everyone can learn as much as possible, and then ultimately record the entire process and perhaps also share everything openly on the internet for later possible viewing. Everything in the super events are organized around the illumination of physical processes and psychological and experiential processes which take place in time and space and generally happening on the surface of the planet. One of the key themes is the discovery of new and interesting facts of reality and methods of action. During the super event, there is room for all opinions, all perspectives and kinds of data and ways of formulation. This is very important. There should be, within a very reasonable standard, there should be total freedom of expression, and also the kind of conditions which generally inspire people to share their most honest opinions and their best information. without any apprehensions, and also without any incentives for useless distractions. So in other words, the condition of the event tailored in such a way that it naturally inspires people to bring the best they have to the table. Another way of saying this is that the event itself aims to create a culture of excellence during the processes. And while we work in this kind of way, there is plenty of opportunity for new discovery at every part of the process. So the process itself is a journey through worlds of possibility, which are being evaluated in a public forum. Within the super events, there can be major projects being organized. One such project can lead to others. Many projects may merge into a larger project, and it is generally quite fluid in how to be able to combine several projects at the same time. And together with that, the very existence of the project plan itself can be one factor for creating a direction and a structure in order to make the super event as a whole as useful as possible. One major project which could be very interesting is the playful collective dreaming of what future we could have. Then we use the occasion to envision scenarios and the ways the events can play out, and also try to understand as much as we can about the objective possibilities in the situation, which also is generally an investigation into the space of possibility. We could here integrate the most amazing projects we could imagine. The most amazing projects we could imagine can be put into the mentioned project of the playful collective dreaming of what future we could have. Then we have a playful collective dreaming of a future where we play out the most awesome projects we could imagine. And what could they be? This process of collective dreaming, playful collective dreaming, is tailored in such a way that the process of dreaming can be as beneficial as possible for a natural development into a process of practical experimentation. And the process of practical experimentation naturally leading into the process of carrying out long-term constructive projects which make the world a better place and make our days more happy. We then begin gradually creating something similar to the most awesome projects we could imagine and the most beneficial scenarios we could imagine. Playfully and experimentally creating something similar to these scenarios and putting those into existence, observing what happens with the rigorous methods of scientific scrutiny and all other kinds of precision and attention in order to learn from these scenarios and begin building a kind of learning upon which something even better can be built later.